Hi, James Wedmore here, and welcome back. This is video number 3 of our 4-part video series on the topic of local video marketing. Now, I want to make sure before we get into this video, we'll wait until this person goes by. Okay, here we go. Now, before we get into this video and I show you what we have planned for you today, which is all on a special 7-step strategy for getting your first client, I want to check in. Have you watched video number 1 and number 2? If you're sitting there saying, no, James, I haven't, that's what you're going to want to do right now, because some of this won't make sense to you because it builds on top of what we've already discussed in the first 2 videos. In video number 1, we just laid out the method. I showed you the proof, I showed you the results, and I showed you what's possible for you as a local video marketer. Then number 2, I showed you, or really answered that question, how much do I charge? And I talked a little bit about Brandon Lucero, who's charging anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 to even $3,000 per video. But today is that magic ingredient. Now it's how do we get the yes? How do we get the client to sit there and say, yeah, of course I'll pay you $2,000. That's a great deal. Believe it or not, it happens. And that's what our students are experiencing. So here's what we got for you. A few days ago, Brandon and I did a live webinar broadcast to a packed house of 1,000 attendees. And on the call, we revealed one of 8 strategies that Brandon uses to get these high-paying clients. So without further ado, I want to actually take you now to a small clip of that replay of the live broadcast and introduce to you what we call the reciprocal review method. This is a simple 7-step strategy for getting high-paying clients. It works, and our students are doing it. In fact, here's a couple examples of some of the students that are already putting this into action. Okay, so the strategy that Brandon is about to teach us is a results in advance way of getting your foot in the door for your customers using something that we call a review video. So we're here inside our private members only Facebook group for Local Video Academy, and you'll start to see some of our students. This is brand new. This is 9:04 p.m. on September 18th, just a few days ago from the recording of this video. It basically says, so far of the 5 review videos I've made, I've closed 3 and have 3 upsell appointments for next week. We're going to talk about what that all means, but it just shows a little bit of the success our students are already seeing. Another one of our students, Chris Caravel, says, just posted my very first review video an hour or 2 ago, kind of as a test, just to see if this stuff works. Already ranked number 2 on the first page. Sumange, I think we've introduced you to before. He's one of our superstar students who said made his first review video for his daughter's school, and they actually, because of that results in advanced strategy, knocked off $2,300 off of his daughter's tuition, which I'll show you that right in here. We're saving $2,300 on our school tuition. Sumange wasn't already doing video. This is like the first time he's ever done this stuff, so it's really, really cool, and that was just about 2 weeks ago. And this is one more cool one I'll share with you from Andy Rank, who is just on fire. He says, okay, more awesomeness. This video ranked in 5 minutes for the company name itself, which is very cool. And he said it took about a total of 30 minutes to research, create, upload, and optimize this. So let's go ahead and show you now what this is all about. This is what we call the reciprocal review strategy, or I also wanted to call it something else, like the results in advance reciprocal review. A lot of R's in that one. So I'll let Brandon, like, what is it, and yeah, how do we do this?
Cool. All right. What we're going to be doing is creating a loss leader review video for a potential client. We're going to get it ranked, and we're going to use that to get our foot in the door. Now, for those of you who don't know what a loss leader is, it's basically doing some kind of marketing or some kind of video or something where our goal is just to get a client. It doesn't matter even if we lose money or break even. If you profit, great. But even if we lose money in this step, I don't care, because I know that person is going to turn into a $2,000 client. So that's what a loss leader is. That's step 1. But now you need to figure out, okay, great. Who do you target? Who do you make these review videos for? Well, obviously a business with money, because you want clients that have money, because they're the ones that can pay you the high-end production. So who is going to have that? Well, people with high-end clients themselves. You want high-end clients to come to you, so you should get the people that have the high-end clients. You want people that are very busy. You don't want to go after businesses that are just kind of like sitting there twiddling their thumbs. You want people that are constantly busy, because again, they're the ones with money. And now here is one of my most favorite little tricks to target the right person, because targeting the right business when you do these loss leader videos is probably the most important thing. If you're targeting the wrong businesses, then you're kind of already going down a path that's not going to be very successful. So by going into Google and doing a search for a city plus the industry you want to go after, like in this case, San Diego dentist, and then looking at who comes up in the AdWords, because these are the people that are already paying money to be on that first page. These are people that aren't going to need to be educated on why being on the first page is important. They're not going to be the ones that you need to educate on why they need to spend $2,000. These people are already spending thousands of dollars and understand it. And when you tell them they can get another spot on the first page of Google, they're going to jump all over that. So
yeah, you're going
just
up.
Type in that search.
You go in. Sorry, I can keep interrupting Brandon. He hates me now.
Go ahead.
You're going upstream against a rough current if you have to convince somebody why Google is an important place to have your business. So for someone like Shandy, who's in Sydney, you could type in Sydney, Australia dentist, or just Sydney dentist, or some of the other industries that we're going to give you. Let's see what some other people gave us where they're from. So let's see.
Houston was another one, so like Houston plastic surgeon or something like that.
Syracuse dentist. And what you're going to find, I mean, we've had people do this live on the call and start finding potential clients, is those ads are the first people that you can go after right away. I love that. I think that's really, really cool. So Brandon, go ahead and tell us what are the industries that we should be typing into Google.
Yeah, I have a like list of like 15 or 20, but these are the top 4 that I would tell everyone to go after, and this is where the majority of my business comes from. And it's doctors, it's dentists, it's chiropractors, and then there's the high-end real estate agents. And the reason why I go after them is because these people have really high-end clients and long lifetime value clients, meaning that a doctor, every patient they get is worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. Yeah, they might get like $200 the first initial consult or something like that, but over the course of the lifetime of that person being their patient, it's worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. The same with real estate agents. Every listing they get is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. So really, all I have to do is get them at least one client every month, or even one client every 2 months, and I can charge them $500 a month, and they're still going to be happy because they're going to be getting a huge return of investment on their monthly SEO that we're doing on the video.
Hey Brandon, so Shandy just left a comment. She's from Australia, Sydney, and she actually said, haha, I just saw my dentist yesterday and she wants a video.
How funny.
Yeah.
So awesome.
That is so cool. Okay, let's talk about step 1 is really easy. That could take 30 seconds. It's just finding the right client. Now let's talk about step number 2.
Yeah, so step number 2 is we need to put together that loss leader video. So all we're going to do is, after we determine what industry we're going after, we're going to search a company's name in Google for reviews. So if it's like ABC Dentist, we're going to type in ABC Dentist reviews. In this case, it's Waypoint Cafe reviews. And all we're going to do is just pull up some of their reviews. And we want to find the best reviews from real customers. And I don't care what, you can go to any review site out there. It's almost impossible not to find any reviews. And all we're going to do is take 1 or 2 sentences from the best reviews out there, and we're going to put it together in a 30-second review video featuring the company's best reviews. So all we're going to do is start the video with some kind of intro, and that could just be their logo and their contact information. Then we're going to have a slide that says real reviews from real customers, which I think is probably the most important step, because there's a lot of things out there online and people don't know what to trust. And when we can reassure people that these are real reviews from real customers, it just makes it more effective, because again, our goal is to add more value. We want results for our clients. So next step is then we're just going to cycle through 5 or 6 reviews, and these could be screenshots or images or text, whatever you guys want to use. And then we have our call to action, and that includes like the logo and the contact information and like call us here or visit our website, something along those lines. So all we're doing is creating these videos. And I know you might be thinking, Brandon, I don't have time to sit here and create videos after video after video for free, not even knowing if I'm going to close the client. Well, I outsource every single step of that. I give my outsourcer the list of cities and industries, and I say, make videos for all of them and then upload it to my YouTube channel, and then give me an Excel sheet of everything so I know who to contact, which we're going to go to next. And he does all of that for $2 a video. $2 a video. I can literally have him make 100 of these for 200 bucks, and then he gives me an Excel sheet of 100 people that I now know I can go after. And so when we get into step number 4 here, we're going to show you guys why that's so important.
So just to recap with these first 3 steps, you guys are on the page with us. It's really simple. We've just drawn this out into like painstakingly simple detail. Step number 1, you're looking for the ideal client. You're putting on your feelers for the right person. You're putting in Sydney Dentist in there. You're finding someone that's willing to pay for advertising. Step number 2, you're going to do your research. You're going to find testimonials, reviews, comments. Maybe they've won awards, something like that, something that's worth sharing. And then step number 3, you're going to create this super simple review video for them. That's all we've done so far. It's really, really easy. Brandon, let's go ahead and talk about step number 4.
Okay, so now that we've targeted the right business owner, we found the reviews, we created a review video for them, it's time to upload it and optimize it to YouTube. So we take the finished video, we upload it, and all we're going to do is put in the title, and that's going to be the business name plus review plus city. So in this case, it's going to be something like Waypoint Cafe reviews Camarillo, California, like Camarillo restaurants. Very basic, don't overcomplicate it, just keep it simple. Then we add in the video description, and this can be a short little bio, like 1 sentence, maybe put in their address, but you want to make sure that you use the company name, the word reviews, and just a small little bio like about their niche. So if it's like restaurants and stuff like that, then talk about restaurants and dentists or whatever their industry is. Step number 3 is then going in and adding in tags. So this will be things like their business name review, the industry they're in, and then maybe a few competitors, because you might even get their video to come up against their competitors' videos, which is even more valuable. Now, step number 4 is not a step I used to always do. Actually, in fact, when I first started this, I never did step number 4, and then what started happening was I started getting calls from people's competition. So I would do these review videos, put them up there, and then their competition would actually be looking up reviews on their competition, find the videos, and then they found a way to contact me. I don't know how they did it, but either through my channel or something, and they were contacting me wanting their own review video. So the light bulb went off, and I said, I need to be adding an annotation to every single one of these videos that said something like, show off your reviews in a video just like this for your business, call blah, 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 and ask how you can get it for free. So now what's happening, when I do 100 of these at a time, I'm sending them out there. Now I have 100 different marketing soldiers that are being found every single day with people getting me calls. Now, real quick, this is not the business model, okay? So adding this annotation is not how we're driving in business, but it's a nice little bonus. And when we get into the next few steps here, we're going to show you how this is actually a scalable business. So step number 5 is just letting it rank. So basically what we're doing is we're going after very easy keywords here. So our goal is to let this rank, and then we're going to be approaching the business owners and impressing them. So our goal here is just use very easy keywords like Waypoint Cafe reviews, because no one is going after Waypoint Cafe reviews. We're just using the power of YouTube to get these things ranked. And this could take 5 minutes. This could take 10 days. It really, the more you do it, the better it's going to get, the stronger your channel is going to get. But it will rank over time. So if it doesn't rank right off the bat, just give it a few days. It probably will. And in fact, we ran a test last night, and I got a video to rank in like 34 seconds. So it's like if you could do this right and just follow the steps we went over in step 4, these things will rank. It's almost guaranteed. Let's go into step number 6, because this is where it really starts coming together. So step number 6 is now what we're going to do. The video is ranking. We made this awesome video. The business owner has no idea we've even done this yet. So what we're going to do is email them and say, hey, your business video looks really good on Google. Now, if you're a business owner and you get an email that says your business video looks really good on Google, are you going to open that? Yeah, of course you are. The curiosity is killing you. So of course you're going to open it, because you really have no idea what's even going on. What are they talking about? So you open it up, and you just put something like, hey, we finished this video and we got it ranked because we really like your business. We can even put a line in there that says, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Google and type in Waypoint Cafe reviews. You'll see it there. Or attach a screenshot or something like that so they know what you're talking about. Then you just say, hey, we can either leave it up there for free and keep it ranked and people will see it, but it does have our information in it in an annotation. So we can actually give you a set of revisions if you want any changes to it, if you want us to remove the annotation so we don't have our ad on it, and we can give you the video files so you can put it on your Facebook page and your website, and we'll keep it ranked for just a one-time payment of $47 or $97. Like, let me know. And again, you guys, this is the loss leader. So this right here, like, our number one goal is just to get them as a client. So I don't care if you charge $97, I don't care if you charge $1. Your goal is to get them to do some kind of transaction with you, whether it's $4 or $97. You just want the biggest customer database, because after this, with our follow-up series, you're going to close so many people at the $2,000 deal that you're not going to care if you lose any money at this stage, okay? So this is where the loss leader comes in. So just make it a no-brainer. Our goal is to impress them, play into their ego, and then sell them, even if it's for $1. I don't care. So that's our number one goal.
I love that. Let's check in real quick and just seeing, sure. Does this make sense to you guys? Is this something that you guys could see yourself doing and doing easily? Let me just get some feedback from some people. Pretty clear so far. Good. Yes, and very cool. Love it. So yes, step 7 is basically it's the profit maximizer, and this is the step where when Brandon came to me, he was already doing the first 6 steps and saying, well, I'm only getting like $100 to $200, and step 7 is really what allowed him to have $15,000 plus months.
Yeah. And we've even, like you can see there on the bottom, right, we've even had checks. Like we've charged businesses $6,000 to do video work. So I mean, the sky's the limit on this once you can figure out this profit maximizer step.
Yeah. So what exactly is it, right? Well, go ahead, Brandon. I'll let you describe it.
Okay. So all we do is, now that we've got them to buy that video, even if it's for $1 or $47 or $90, so whatever it is, we got them as a customer. Now what we do is we go back, we do the revisions, we get the files ready to deliver them, and we set up a meeting to give them those files, whether it's on the phone or in person. In person always works better, but of course, we have clients all across the nation, so over the phone is just fine. So what we're going to do is give them the files and be like, here you go, we made the changes, like, let me know if you like it. But hey, what people are really looking for is, like Camarillo restaurants or whatever, like Houston dentist. That's what everyone's looking for. So all of your clients are going into Google and they're looking for Houston dentist every time they need a dentist. Now, we don't have anybody up there now, but we've scheduled a couple meetings with a dentist in Houston, and you're actually our first stop. And we have one spot open for a dentist who wants to be on the first page for Houston dentist. Now, we can get you there if you want to. If not, don't worry about it. Like I said, we have meetings set up with different dentists in Houston today. This spot will fill up. I'm just giving you the first priority. So our offer then at that point is $1,000 to $2,500. And again, you guys, you can charge more than $2,500. This is just a very good base and something I would never go under. So you can definitely go up from here, but never go under from here. So that's the offer, the $1,000 to $2,000 range. And then what we do is we charge a $200 to $500 a month residual ranking, and again, that's the bottom of the barrel. Don't go under that. You can always go above from there. Now, the one thing I want to point out here, you guys, is we're not selling. We're giving them the opportunity to take that spot because it will fill up. So when you do your review videos, just go after one city and go after one industry, and you're going to do like 10 or 12 different videos. For my case, I do hundreds at a time. That way I have meetings set up with all of these dentists in Houston. Now, if you had 10 meetings set up with Houston dentists, do you think one of them is going to bite on that? Yes, of course they're going to bite on that. That's a no-brainer. So when you guys can position it so that it's a thing that's going to fill up, whether they take on it or not, and if they don't, their competition is going to grab it. I mean, it's just like cake, you guys. It's so simple to close. So
and
again,
I think this is so amazing. So thank you for sharing. In case there's anybody here listening like, oh man, but I don't really want to show up or blah blah blah. The first thing I'll say is, when we did this call last week, we had some people ask some great questions about like, well, what's the lifetime value of a client? We sat there on the line and calculated Brandon's average lifetime customer value, what a customer is worth in his business, and we calculated on a low end of about $8,000 a year. So if $8,000 a year for one client, and we're talking 1 or 2 videos that just sit there and get ranked, and that gets you excited, then it kind of does become worth it to show up and have this meeting.
Yeah, and when you can do that, I think it was like 12 clients is $100,000 a year. 12 clients, that's all you need for $100,000 a year. So
let me ask you this real quick. when you do this, do you have people that say, okay, well, we want more than one keyword, or we, like I want things to do in San Diego, I want restaurants San Diego, I want places to eat in San Diego. So I want these 3 keywords. And what do you do with that if someone asks for that?
Yeah, I mean, those are all upsells. So we just tell them it's 200 or 500 or whatever it is for one video, and for whatever keywords you want to go after. Or maybe they want to do multiple cities. We've had that as well. And all you're doing is just doubling it, or you can put together a custom package. So, if we're going to be charging $300 for one client a month, and they're like, hey, I want 2 more cities. Well, that's $900. I might cut them a little deal and give it to them for like $800 a month. But you can definitely package all of these things together.
Got it. So you add it on the residual. You don't add it.
Yeah.
You don't say like it's always just $200 a month, but it's
well, we add on to the production too. But what we'll do with the production to save them a little bit of money and make them feel like they're getting a good deal is that we'll just charge them, a couple $100 extra to produce a video for another city, and we just use the same footage and just kind of re-edit it real quick. Spend like 10 minutes maybe re-editing a video that's slightly different. Because you definitely want different videos for different cities, because Google is not going to let you, or YouTube is not going to let you upload the same video over and over again. So that's what we do. So yeah, we do a little bit of an upsell to them on the production as well.
Okay, cool, awesome. So hopefully you guys got that and saw how easy this is. It's called Results in Advance. You make this review video and you get a hold of the business owner, it gets your foot in the door, and that's where you get to make the real sale, which can be a no-brainer sale for the business owner. Again, to recap on these steps, you guys see it all in one slide. Step number 1 is identifying the right clients to go after. That's a really easy step. Once you have your target client, you just gather their content. This is reviews, testimonials, they have awards or certificates, whatever. Step number 3, you create a review video. As Brandon said, he outsources this for $2. You don't need to learn how to do this. You don't need to sit there and make review videos all day. That's not your job. Okay, you're the business owner, not a videographer. Okay, you can get someone on Fiverr, Odesk, or Elance, or you could find someone locally in Craigslist. Okay. Step number 4 is upload and optimize to YouTube. We had a couple people ask about what are like the secrets to video SEO and stuff like that. Well, this is for something like Waypoint Reviews or John Smith Dentist Reviews. There's no secret to this. It's just such a niche, long tail keyword that there will be no one else competing for it. That you'll get that first spot with ease. As Brandon told you earlier, he did a video that ranked in like 34 seconds from uploading it. Okay, you let it rank. Could be as little as 34 seconds. It could be as long as 10 days. As soon as it ranks, you reach out to the business owner. Now you got the foot in the door because you got results in advance, and you say, hey, we've got the big dog keywords here, and it's either you or your competitor that's going to get it. What do you want? Makes it a no-brainer. Those are the 7 steps. This works. We already have our students doing it, but that's just one of the 8 client attracting strategies that Brandon uses.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you see just how possible it is for you to go out there, do the 7 steps, and get your first client. A lot of our students, especially on the webinar, said this is so easy, I could do this by the end of tomorrow.